Hi everyone, today I'll talk about 5 growth stocks for 2020, and these are 5 growth stocks that I track day to day and 5 stocks that I really quite like in the stock market. If you have any growth stocks, put them down in the comment section below so I can check them out, and also remember to give the video a like. But as always guys, growth stocks, they can be sometimes massively overvalued, sometimes they can be massively undervalued and falling off a cliff if there's been some bad earnings news, and I'll talk about that, about the price and if I believe it's undervalued or overvalued right now, and I'll also mention if I have shares in them as well. And before I get onto the video guys, remember to give it a like. It really helps the video on YouTube with the algorithm. It helps it absolutely huge. So all I ask for giving you these videos is just to give that video a like and help me out just a little bit. That's absolutely awesome. So we'll get on to number 1. So number 1 is Pinterest, and I was going to put Tesla on this list, but I thought I can't. I've just talked about it so much over like the last kind of few weeks. So I'm going to put, I'm not going to put Tesla in there, but obviously I do like Tesla. But number 1 is Pinterest. Now Pinterest is a stock that I actually have to make in this video. I was like, actually this is a really good company that I might go buy, and that's sometimes why I enjoy making these videos, is because I talk about some stocks and I'm like, actually this is really good at a cheap value. So Pinterest, that stock had that effect on me while doing this video. But Pinterest is has a really cool ticker. It is pins, and it trades at $19. I think actually this is when I do my research, but yesterday I think it actually shot up 10%, so it's a little bit more expensive now. But yeah, it was $19 when I did the research. And it's down after a bad earnings reports. It's going to make profit for the first time in 2020. It's growing at nearly 40% revenue rate. And Pinterest is very much like a platform like Instagram. It has kind of like pictures or pins, and it makes its money from targeting sponsored adverts or targeted pins, just like how you see on Instagram. It has them sort of targeted posts. Pinterest is very much kind of the same format overall, and it's a stock that IPO'd last year and it caught my eye a little bit, and now this year it's down a little bit, and I'm considering buying Pinterest. I might make a full video about it if there's the demand out there, but just because of the revenue growth, the user growth as well, with Pinterest, it's now the 3rd biggest platform. It's just overtaken Snapchat, and that's why the stock was up yesterday. So I did see about a 30 to 50% upside in this stock before the 10% jump. So there's still probably about a 20 to 40% price jump that there could be, or price target, or the return you could get in this stock. So Pinterest is number 1 at the moment, and it's a stock that really does interest me because I think it is slightly overvalued, slightly undervalued at these sort of prices. Number 2 is Uber, which is a stock I own. Uber trades at $34. It's had a decent run recently, and Uber really changed the taxi game, and it's still expanding absolutely huge. There's still a lot of places that doesn't have Uber. Obviously with Uber you get Uber Eats, which is a slightly crowded market, and Uber Freight, which could be a game changer really in the freight industry. Is currently growing at 28% revenue increase, which is fantastic. It is not going to make profit for a while, which is the only negative with this stock, but if it was just to have the ride platform, it would actually be a profitable company. But what I like about Uber is how aggressive it is now, expanding into other markets to try and be a little bit of a bigger competitor. Like compared to Lyft, it's doing extra things than what Lyft is, and I think Uber Freight could be an absolute huge market for Uber. And overall, I think Uber has the potential to go up 30 to 50% really. And Uber's just a great company that I think over the future it's making some good future investments, and Uber is number 2 on this list. Number 3 is Shopify, which is a stock that I looked into about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit more than that, and it was around about $240 at the time, and I thought it's still a little bit expensive at these sort of prices, but I really like the company. Now look at Shopify, and it's gone up absolutely insane, and I probably should have bought it, to be fair. It's now at $440. Like I say, I think it is slightly overvalued at these prices, but it is a fantastic company in its kind of industry. I like Shopify over all the other kind of websites. It is a company that is basically makes it really easy for you to set up your own website or your own e-commerce website. It makes money from the packages it offers you, so certain packages will let you have different features on your websites, and also it makes a little bit more revenue from some other little products it offers on that website. For example, like every time you make a sale, it makes a little bit of money from that. But overall, Shopify is a company that is now going to be making profit. and its EPS is growing absolutely huge now. It's also having 31% revenue growth. And like I say with Shopify, I think it's one of the best stocks in its kind of industry as well. And all I can see for Shopify is it carries on going forward because it's a fantastic company right now. Number 4 is Beyond Meats, which I've talked about recently on the channel as well. But Beyond Meats is a stock I would love to buy if it was came really cheap. It started to come down a little bit, and it was kind of getting to prices where I was like, it's getting closer to where I want to buy, and now all of a sudden it has shot back up. So it is, in my opinion, a little bit overvalued at the price it is right now. But like I say, if it was to pull back, it would be a stock I would consider buying. What Beyond Meats does is it offers plant-based products or meat substitutes. So just like chicken, beef, sausages, it offers alternatives to the actual meat products. And what I've heard from it is that it's a great product and it actually tastes really good. And also I think the brand's really good. It is set to make profit for the first time this year, and also it offers crazy revenue of 69% revenue growth right now, which is not something you see every day from any sort of company. In fact, I think it's the highest on this list. And also just Beyond Meats is just a great product in a market that I think really needs a number one player in there. Like, I've had a lot of fake meat products before and I'm like, this is absolutely tastes horrible. So for someone to actually pull out a great product in that kind of market, and I think especially like a lot of the younger generations that are coming through are a little bit more cautious about their food and global warming, and obviously the amount of food that we produce or meat we produce obviously affects global warming. So I know that this product or this kind of company has a big space that they can go into and take over, and they've also had some big massive brand deals as well. They're starting to look at working with McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts. So with these sort of deals that Beyond Meats are doing, it seems like they could easily become the number one player in this sector right now. And also it has some, great sponsors out there that are helping the company grow as well. Number 5 is JD.com, which is a company that I own. I've owned this since about $20, and I do believe JD.com is now at fair value. I don't think it's undervalued or overvalued. It's now at $40, and it's basically the Amazon of China. It has big backers with Tencent and Walmart, and it's always looking to expand, and that's why the EPS hasn't grown as much really over the last few years. Now it's kind of got to big levels of expansion. The EPS is going up absolutely huge. It managed to kick Amazon out of China, that's how good it was. And it does have slower growth now at 19%, but its EPS side of it as well is going to be absolutely huge. And 19% revenue growth is still pretty good overall. Now JD.com is looking to now expand into other countries as well. I know it's eyeing up Europe sometime very soon. And when you consider that JD.com was actually able to beat Amazon, how many companies have been able to do that? And just, JD.com is a fantastic company that offers some great services. Like, I think at the moment at JD.com you can get parcels delivered within 3 hours of ordering it. I know Amazon's now down to like next day delivery, but that just shows you like the infrastructure that JD.com has in place. And it's a stock that is one of my favourite Chinese companies really overall. So guys, those are 5 growth stocks for 2020. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could give it a like, that'd be absolutely amazing. If you have any growth stocks, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.